Hey everybody. Uh, a comment was left on my video, my Sunday Apologetics video. Sorry, Sewer Tapes, I'm not going to quote it word for word, but I will include it in the description of the comment section, in the description below. It's a pretty big comment. Perhaps I am misunderstanding the comment, but the comment seemed to imply that because I did not have a working model that could provide evidence or prove God, that therefore it was a false equivalent. Kinda had a feeling something like this was coming. Well, I'm glad to tell you, ihvinny, I think that was your name, I'm glad to tell you, I have devised a working model. It's the model of prayer. I will pray to God, and if it happens, there you go, that was God doing it. If it doesn't happen, well, God simply decided no for some reason unknown to me. Now, do you feel better? Of course not, because a model doesn't prove something. There are flat earth models that flat earthers have seriously taken the time to think of a model that would describe what we see, but at the same time be a flat earth model. Some of them really, like one even found a way to prove that, gave a reason for why on a flat earth Antarctica would have 24 hours. Someone actually found a way to do that. And if you find a problem with the model, well, they just tweak it or make something up, and that looks good now. But despite the fact you have a model, that doesn't prove it, because we know the flat earth is BS. But they just gave you a model that worked perfectly that you can't really quite disprove unless you were to take them into actual outer space. I think if anything, you were the one that made the made the false equivalent. Because trying to prove whether vaccinations work, or or the round earth, is nothing like trying to prove God. It was because you concluded your comment by saying, can you give me something like, can you give me a model? And if you can't or you aren't willing, then you're proving my point. It's a false equivalent. Having said that, I've given you a model, but you're probably not very convinced now, based off the model. A model isn't the fix-all, or else the flat earthers would quote-unquote be right. You need to think about all kinds of things. A model isn't the thing that is going to prove God. I mean, I could give you an even better model if I thought up enough time. But, regardless of whether or not you agree, you gotta admit, it's just an interesting thought.